What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyr War Games and I'm bringing to you guys a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile. This is what I like to call for myself a pure Blue Eyes deck because it's just literally anything that Blue Eyes can do, it's in this deck, which is very, very nice. And this is post Legendary Duelist Season 2, proxied with one card in the main deck, and it's actually two cards in the main deck so I can't afford the other one, and it's been out for so long. So before I get into this, if you enjoy this, give us a like and subscribe down below. Ding that notification bell, because obviously if you enjoy a person's content here on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on that content, and that notification bell helps prevent that. And all that is greatly appreciated, and we thank you guys so much for doing so. So with all that said and done, let's get into this pure Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. So if you guys, so this is primarily for, like, you can take this to locals and do pretty well with it, I want to say, but this is not for like super competitive. If you want to see super competitive, post it down below, and we'll get our honorary, what I want to call the honorary Blue Eyes player of our group, Carl, and hopefully, you know, who knows, he will give that to you guys. So that involves like guard dragons and things like that, making crazy boards, doing like pseudo dragon link plays, utilizing the Blue Eyes cast to add consistency and things like that. This is more of a pure, just like, if a Blue Eyes, if I can summon this Blue Eyes card, I'm putting cards in to summon that Blue Eyes card. You'll see how I designed it as I go through, but as you saw, like the extract, it's got the fusion element in here as well, and then so on so forth. So to start off with, we're playing 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon. I love this artwork, though I do have my playset of the OG starter deck one as well, but I do love this artwork from the Dark Side of Dimensions movie. Next we have the honorary boss monster, kind of like the main focal point of the deck, is 2 copies of Blue Eyes Chaos Max and 1 proxied Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. This poorly printed out one, but hopefully I should get a copy once Legendary Duelist 2 officially drops. But yes, the Chaos Max is the main focal point of the deck. As your main like towers, kind of like boss monsters, to the point where like that boss monster where if you summon on the board, you know your opponent's going to have to do quite a bit to get over it, which then you can just set up for another one. And there's actually, thanks to the new card, you can set up the entire material lineup for Chaos Max with just 1 card in the deck, which is just fantastic. Obviously though, if you want to play a Chaos Max variant solely 100% just built on Chaos Max, check out our Drytron one down on the channel. Like, that variant is so much fun, but this is what I want to just do, solely just using Blue Eyes cards to facilitate the Chaos Max play. Next we have 2 copies of Alternative White Dragon. I dropped this down to 2 because in all honesty, you don't need the 3 copies. You kind of like just search the alternative as a form of an extender for synchro material, fusion material, and Xyz material. So you kind of just like searching when you need it with your 3 melodies. Like, you're easily going to get to this card, and then from the graveyard you curve back to your hand thanks to your ancient stones. So you honestly do not need the 3 copies. The 3rd copy tends to brick, especially since it's a hard once per turn on summon. Now the new card, this is using the old name, like the OCG name, but it is Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon, I believe it's going to be called. Obviously a big shout out to Alan Mac 95 on DeviantArt. Check him out if you want to have your own proxies printed from his page as well. Easily done. So what this card does is phenomenal for Chaos Max. I feel like this card was made perfectly for Chaos Max. Kind of helps the fusion deck, but only just in searching the poly, but you'll see why. So it's a 2500 attack and defense stat dragon, level 8, which states that if this card is special summoned, you can add 1 ritual spell or 1 polymerization from your deck to your hand. During your end phase, you can add one level 8 or higher dragon from your deck to your hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard. All level 8 or higher dragon monsters you control gain 1000 attack. You can use each effect of Deep Eyes once per turn. Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon. And you can only activate each effect of Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon while there is a Blue Eyes White Dragon on your field or graveyard. So, what this card does is that what you're going to do is that during the end, during your end phase, you're going to summon this card off your White Stone of Ancients, which then it's the end phase, and since it was special summoned, you're going to add your ritual spell from deck to hand. It could be Ancient Arts, or it can be your Chaos Form, whichever you desire. And then because it's still the end phase, you can add any level 8 dragon from deck to hand. Primarily your Chaos Max. So it's literally a 1-card tutor for your entire ritual play, which is just fantastic. And you're going to have that Blue Eyes in graveyard because we're going to send them both to grave with your Dragon Shrine, which then sends the Blue Eyes and the Ancient Stone. So everything is nicely set up for you to go off, which is very, very nice. You only want to play as a one-of because again, you're just going to tutor out the deck with your Ancient Stones. There's many ways that we can get that play going. We're going to also round up the level 8 Blue Eyes with the 1 Dragon Spirit of White. And then start off with our tuners. The main egg we're using is the White Stone of Ancients. Phenomenal tuner for this deck and phenomenal egg for this deck. We're playing 2 copies of Sage Reviser Blue. I don't want to use up my normal summons only on Sage. There's another card I want to use up as well. So I dropped Sage down to 2 because you don't primarily need it as much. 1 copy of the White Stone of Legend to search out those Blue Eyes. And then the 1 effect Veiler that you can tutor out with Sage. The other normal summon obviously want to use is Manju the 10,000 Hands. Only 1 of it because you don't really need Manju anymore because we had the Deep Eyes Ancient Stone play, which is just a lot better in my personal opinion because it gets both copies, both cards, where Manju only gets 1. And then to round up the monsters, we're playing with the 1 Nebula Dragon and the 1 Chaos Dragon Levianeer. These cards are even better because you can also search these cards out with your Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon, which is really, really cool. So if you've already got, let's say, the Chaos Max in hand, whether you opened with it or you searched it off your melody, you can then use your Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon and search out either Chaos Dragon Levianeer or Nebula Dragon for rank 8 plays and disruptive plays with Levianeer. Moving on to spells, there's 3 copies of Melody of the Awakening Dragons because we want to search out our Blue Eyes. And it may seem overkill, but we're playing 3 copies of Dragon Shrine and 1 Foolish Burial. You really want to get that combo going off with your Dragon Shrine. This is literally the 1 card setup because you play this, you ditch your Blue Eyes, and you ditch your Ancient Stone, and then you end phase, get your Blue Eyes Abyss, and you get your entire package to hand. So that's why I play 3 copies of Dragon Shrine to make sure I get that play going. We're playing 2 copies of Trading. I feel like I just don't need 3 copies in this deck because I'm mostly focusing on just sending to graveyard from deck. And then I've got the Melody to search the cards in hand. So I don't really want to be discarding too many of my level 8s because I kind of want to use them for plays. And not too much in graveyard. So I'm only playing 2 copies of Trading. But because I'm playing all these Dragon Tuners, I am playing the 1 card of Constance to supplement that 3rd Trading I'm not playing, to get you some utility out of the tuners that are dead in my hand as well. So I got the little balance going on there. 1 copy of 1 for 1 because we're playing lots of level 1s, and 2 copies of Return of the Dragon Lords because I'm not focusing on just reviving from graveyard as much. I'm actually want to get all my Blue Eyes to graveyard for 1 card to help summon out my fusion monsters, which you could probably guess what it is. Moving on to Ritual Spells, we're playing the 2 copies of Ancient Ritual, Advanced Ritual Art, and the 1 Chaos Form. You tutor these cards out with your Blue Eyes Abyss and your Manju, so you don't really need too many copies. And then the 1 blowout card for my fusion monsters is Dragon's Mirror. Again, if you really want to, you can play Poly, But the way that I put this deck is I want to get the Blue Eyes to Graveyard so that I can just easily top deck Dragon's Mirror, make my fusion monster when I want to. If you want to play the poly route, you can easily do so. Though really, if you're going to poly, the main thing you're going to be summoning out is like Blue Eyes Twin Dragon. I would advise that. Leave your triple dragon for your Dragon's Mirror because it takes less card advantage out of your hand. And then we're playing for the one, just the one text spell is the one creature swap. If you're playing Chaos Max, you definitely at least play one creature swap just because it's a very easy blowout card in terms of like in combo with Chaos Max. And then for traps, I'm only playing two of them, the one ultimate creature of destruction and the one skill drain. You're playing a deck of beat sticks. You play skill drain and you make the deck, you turn the game into a game of who's got the bigger monster. Oh, I do, because I'm playing Blue Eyes and he's the ultimate creature of destruction. So just make it in an easy game for you. That's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck is the one alternative ultimate dragon, the one Neo ultimate dragon, one normal ultimate dragon, and the one twin burst dragon. Obviously the only ones you're actually going to be making are these three. You're never going to make this. You mostly use this as a food source for Neo ultimate if you want to go down that route, but mostly you make is the alternative ultimate dragon just because he can clear boards and just punch for big damage, which has his own built-in protection. It's very, very nice. One copy of Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, one copy of Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, one copy of Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, and the one weird tech is the Formula Synchron. You don't hard summon this. You make this off your Crystron, Hackley Vibrax, and then you just get a free one draw. It's just a personal tech that I'm playing. You don't have to play it. One copy of number 38, Hope Harbinger Titanic Galaxy, and the one Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand. And then for Link monsters, you don't really make your Link 4s, but I do play the one Bowl Sword. I do play the Link 2s, mostly in the forms of Pentastag, Cross Sheep, and Crystron Hackley Vibrax. Yes, this is my official print OCG. My English copy is in my DDD deck. And then we're playing the one Link Rebo, which is probably the Link you're going to be summoning the most. You're mostly going to be summoning these two the most, Crystron and Link Rebo. Pentastag is just for those blowout plays, especially with your ultimate dragons. And the one Bowl Sword, if you can make it, you can make it. It is doable, especially with things like Crystron, because Crystron's the Link 2, and then it gets you another material, and then you just need a free summon, which could be a Nebula Dragon. It could be an alternative dragon. It could even be one of your rituals, though you probably won't use your ritual to make a Bowl Sword. Yes, guys, that's the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed it. As I said, this is more of the casual locals pure variant, utilizing Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon, and probably what I personally say is the best build that he's best in. If you do want to see a fully more competitive version, whether it's me profiling or Carl does it, if it is me, I'll be speaking to Carl, and I'll probably just make his build deck card for card, just because he's much better in terms of the competitive Blue Eyes than I am. So, but yeah, post that down in the comments below if you do want to see that variant, because obviously, you know, it's best if we profile builds that people do want to see, especially if it's variant builds. So, always like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, as always, happy dueling.